We can select and arrange data through this select query. Not complex at all. Let's just remove where altogether and put order by reserved word, and then we need to mention the column name according to which we need ordered data. For the moment, let's just keep it user ID and the order type descending or ascending. You can choose either of these. Let's put DESC for descending as we want it in descending order. Now MySQL will select data of these two columns and will arrange data in descending order by user ID. Click go and here we go. You can see we get all the data arranged in descending order by user ID, starting from user ID 15 to lowest one, that is user ID 1. We can arrange or order data by any column. Let's do it with name column and get data ordered by name ASC as we want data in ascending order this time. Let's view the selected data. Here you can see all the data has been arranged and sorted in ascending order alphabetically from A to Z by name column, starting from empty record to the last record it found. Many times we need to select data by grouping some kind of records. This functionality is often used in e-commerce websites where we have some specific client has purchased or sold many items and we want to see the total amount he spent or earned or something like that. So on the occasion like this, we have a very handy functionality of group by. Let's use this. So let's group by name and see what it gives to us. So here we get the selected data and you can see the name column is not repeating any name. It has made the groups where it found the duplicate data in name column. In full table view, you can see here lots of names repeating again and again like Roshan, Stone Cold, James and South. So what our selection query did, it selected the data and grouped the duplicate data within name column and returned it. There is another thing that is very useful and used quite often is limit. You can limit your selection up to some specific number of results. Let's say you want only first 3 results out of your users table. Just put limit 3. Click go and you can see the very first 3 results have been selected. Let's try it again for only 1 result. Put 1 instead of 3 and here we are with 1 result selected only. Now if we want to exclude some record and want to get rest of all, then we can use not equals sign, and indeed we can use all of the arithmetic comparison symbols we studied about in our previous tutorials like greater than, smaller than, not equals, equals, etc. For now let's get the data where user ID not equals to 4. Click go. We have all of the users table data except the record where user ID is 4. You can see that's missing. We can also select the maximum or minimum values from any column where type is int or its family. Just put max around the field or column name and you will get maximum ID. Remove this where 1. Click go and here we get 1 record with the maximum user ID only. Another thing we can do is we can name the new column resulted from our query. So put right after as user ID and we can get other columns data which belongs to this record as well. And here you can see we get 1 record containing the maximum user ID as user ID that we defined in the query, and data from name column as well or relevant record. Same thing we can do with minimum. Just replace max with min and that's it. Here we are going to select the record having minimum user ID. We can add all the values of a column by using sum function, and this is going to sum all the values in this column and will return the result back to us. Just click go and here we have the resultant of sum of all the values in user ID. What about the rest of the data in other columns? All of the other columns will show the first record found when the search query executed. MySQL returned first data that was found when when query executed from all the other columns along with the calculated column result. So to prove this, let's get the data from few of other columns too. Let's take the data from username and joined along with previously defined some user ID and name. Let's run this query now, and here you can see 120 is the sum of all of the values in user ID column, and from all other columns only the first record that was found by our query is being displayed. We can also verify it from the full view of users table.